Peace Expert again online. I'd like to teach you guys on how to earn at least minimum of 10% on your capital daily. At least, with that you should be able to make some, very nice return for yourself monthly. What we're going to do right now is to go to volatility index, and we do what I love doing most, when it comes to volatility index. They get differs and all that, but this time around we're not going to use digit differs. Instead, we're going to use under and over, and what we're going to work with is the 0 and 9, which I'm going to show you some strategy you're going to use right now. Now, since you're doing 10% going to give you like 90, so let's assume that we are looking at 100. So what we're going to do right now is to put in 100 here, and we just trade for 10 for 10 times, and we actually be done for the day with it. So we're going to get started like this. Now this one means that we want it to be over, which is higher than 0, and from there we'll just keep getting started. We keep on like that. So as you can see, this one has actually made it. So but what I used to do is to change market. I always change market to check on what we can easily find out from what the market itself is telling you, what is come up from here, and we just go alongside with it. Now this isn't actually coming up. Let's refresh it and see how we can get started into making some very nice results for ourselves from there. At times even the internet connection can actually affect the success of the trade as well, so you need to have a very working internet as well. I wouldn't advise you to go with 0. When you see 0, you just got to hold on for it before you get started on it. So just as simple as ABC. That's just some of the very simple rules I've been using, and it's really been making very nice results for me. And I always tell people you can actually go with it. Now what you're just going to be using is to be interchangeable between the 0 and the 9. 0 and 9, you just keep making your money from there. So what it simply means is it shouldn't be 9. It's just more or less synonymous to digit differs. That's just what it's all about. It's as simple as that. As you guys can see, we're going to 10. We've done 3 already, so we just need to hang on for it, and we just see if probably we can go with this as well. You can use it for any of the market volatility, continuous indices. Let's put it that way. Continuous indices. Of course, a number of us have actually been claiming that Binary.com used to scam people when it comes to the volatility trade and all that, because of the 5 ticks. It doesn't matter. It depends on the way you go around it, and you work with it. And even if it catches you, I would like to tell you guys today that market works in random. You don't expect it just to keep going and on like that. As you can see, we've really got into 4 now. We're going to 5 right away, and it will remain just 5 for us to do, and we'll go alongside with it, and we'll just call it a day. Like I claim statement that we actually want to do 10% today, and after the 10%, that's totally about it. As you can see, we've done 5 already. So what you will just keep doing is to keep changing the market, and if anyone actually catches you from there, you can recover it back. Remember when I told you guys you can easily recover it even if it catches you, because market works in random. But nonetheless, you need to be very careful with your money management, otherwise you can just blow it away. So let's just keep saying, like I just rightly said, can you see now this one catches us? So what we're going to do right now is to just repeat it again. Of course, we could have actually as well to made ways with Mantigeli, but we just want to test it out to see. Can you see now it's just almost there? So we can as well, so we can quickly just go alongside, and you can Mantigel. But of course, for some of us that actually know what we're doing, there are some ways that we just don't Mantigel. We just keep on with it, and we make it back. If you have the real time, there's no need of you Mantigeli, because to me, I believe my personal believe is, people that keep martingale over and over again and again, are actually material, because if you know what you're doing, you should be able to get started, and you make whatever you want to do at the end of the day. Of course, it's going to give you a very, a very serious, and thick, work to do, but at the same time, it's a thing you can easily do. You can keep changing. Remember when we said that, you can keep changing. I never waited for it, so that's why it started from that zero. But nonetheless, that doesn't still mean that we won't make it at the end of the day. Let's just keep checking it out. As you can see, it started going there. So if you have the real time for yourself, there's only of you martingale over it. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means for the next 6 times right now, if you make it, it's just very simple. We'll go with it and we'll just call it a day. So just as simple as that. We just can keep doing it and we'll keep making it. But in order for us just to call it a day, I'm going to martingale right away in order for us to make the real result. And we know we've done for today, because in order for us not to waste too much of our time, let's see what we're going to do. As you can see, that's 0. This because it works in random, as this one's going to give us the result right now, and we can call it a day at the end of the day, because I believe we started much better. But nonetheless, you can just keep doing it. So you don't expect 100% result as touching this kind of a thing you're doing, but at the end of the day, if you can do it very well, of course I can tell you that you make very good results for yourself. So that's just all about I need to tell you today. You guys can actually just go alongside with it. You trade 0 and 9 by interchanging it for your last decade precision, and you make some very nice results. Just try as much as possible to obey the money management you've always been obeying, and at the end of the day, you will always make profit for yourself. Thanks and God bless. Always check my blog as I keep uploading. As well, some strategy you guys can be using, and some software, some indicators I actually keep laying my hands upon, which I believe can actually help you guys into doing that. Thanks and God bless for now. Bye.